Let us talk some money this unit in this video, or more precisely, I should say, how money is managed when people work across borders. Welcome to the rapid roundup of Unit 8, International Compensation Management. This topic might sound a little like something only accountants will love, but trust me, this is actually very interesting, especially when we start talking about salaries, benefits, bonuses across countries. After all, who doesn't like to know how people, how much people get paid around the world, right? So, let us start with the basics. What is compensation? What is compensation? Simply put, compensation is what employees receive in return for their work. This can be money like, say, salary or bonus, or it could even be more non-monetary benefits like health insurance or paid leave or company-sponsored holidays, things like that. Unless maybe you are a VP or something like that. I don't know about this company-sponsored holidays, but anyways, in a global HR setting, managing compensation becomes a little bit tricky. You're not just paying people, you are also trying to follow different countries' laws, respect their cultures, and of course, stay with budget. Now, why is compensation so important in global HRM? Why is it important? Yeah, for starters, it helps companies attract as well as retain top talent. Nobody wants to take a job that pays less than what their neighbor earns doing the same thing in a different country. Let alone, nobody wants to take a job that pays less than the chai wala selling tea down your office, right? Second, it ensures legal compliance. Every country has its own labor laws, and you do not want your HR department getting friendly with the foreign tax inspectors. Like, nobody wants the legal team showing up, the government legal team showing up. Nobody wants that, right? Third, it motivates performance. A good pay structure can push people to give their best. Fourth, it could ensure global equity. You want to avoid awkward situations where employees, say, in one country might feel like second class citizens compared to others. Most usually happens with Indian employees, right, in MNCs. And finally, you need to be culturally sensitive. A car might be an amazing perk in the US, but in a country where, say, public transport is the king, people might prefer flexible working hours instead. Now, let us move on to a fancy sounding term, that is global compensation management. This is the art and even the science of creating a fair and competitive compensation plan across countries. So it is not just about paying people properly while juggling legal rules. It is also about the cultural differences and business goals. The scope is actually very huge, from evaluating jobs to, say, setting the salary structures, offering benefits, and creating incentive plans to staying legally safe and culturally smart. All of these things, they come with a lot of challenges. What challenges? How do you balance fairness and flexibility, or how do you make sure your budget doesn't explode while you're trying to offer cool perks globally? All these things are challenges. You also have to be extra careful with the legal compliance. The labor laws that we have in India will be very different from those in, say, Japan or Brazil or US, right? These are all challenges. Now, let us also look at a very important, or one of the hottest buzzwords in HR, that is total reward system. It sounds fancy? Yes? Okay. In simple terms, total reward system means giving employees a mix of, say, monetary and non-monetary rewards. It is like a sadhya, where salary is like your rice or chapati, and benefits are like your paid benefits, like, say, paid vacation or health insurance, and career growth. They are like the side dishes, and um, you know all sorts of things. In international HR, a good total reward system attracts as well as retains the best people. It boosts innovation and it keeps things fair as well as legal. Now, here comes the interesting part: pay for performance, or performance pay. This is where employees are paid based on how well they perform. So, if you meet or beat your targets, you're going to get bonuses or raises, even stock options at sometimes. It is a great way to keep employees motivated and aligned with the company goals. But we have to be aware that there are some side effects. Like sometimes this pay for performance approach can cause stress. It can lead to short term thinking. That is, what task should I do to get that bonus? Just that. Like short term thinking will happen. We will lose sight of the long term important goals. Even unfairness can happen if we are not managing this properly. Now let us explore the different approaches to compensation that are used by multinational companies. One approach is the local plus plan. This is where the base salary is based on the local market rates but with some plus. And that plus is the perks to make the offer even more attractive. It is like biryani with extra raita, more attractive, right? Then there is the global equity plan. This is where we try to make pay fair across all countries. So it is kind of like ensuring that your colleague in Tokyo gets a package that is comparable to someone who is doing the same job in India. So uh, uh, factor in, the conversion rates or the living costs in each country. More or less they will be having the same standard of living, salary enough to maintain the same standard of living in both countries. That is the global equity. And then the third type is the market pricing. This focuses on aligning salaries with local market rates, because what works in New York might not work in Nairobi, right? Or in Navi Mumbai. When it comes to paying different types of employees in an international setting, companies need to treat these three groups of people from uh, differently. Parent country nationals, that is PCNs, they are sent from the home country and therefore they often get higher salaries plus relocation benefits. Host country nationals or HCNs are locals. They usually get a package based on the local market conditions. And third country nationals or TCNs are from a third country, like say an Australian who is working for a German company in Dubai. Their pay depends on where they come from and where they are going, and how good their negotiation skills are also. Okay, so that is the three types of employees. So when the HR is designing the pay package for these three types of employees, they have to consider all of these things. Culture also plays a very huge role in shaping this compensation. Like for example, in a collectivistic culture like say Japan or India, team based bonuses will work better than an individual reward. Whereas in Western countries like, say, US, employees may expect a clear communication about their salaries because they are a little bit more individualistic. They will, if they are rewarded individually, they will be better happy. In others, discussing money might be a big no no. Right. So HR managers must tailor the compensation strategies to respect all these cultural expectations. And that means you have to do your homework and understand the local values, and you have to design flexible benefits that employees will actually appreciate. Now, let us also dive into another important concept, that is incentives and performance pay. Offering incentives like, say, bonuses or rewards for good performance can increase productivity. It can help us attract talent and even improve our retention. But again, we have to be very careful. It must be adapted to suit the local culture. Like in India, for instance, Diwali bonuses are a big deal. But is it going to be the same in Sweden? No, in Sweden, people might prefer an extra vacation day over such cash bonuses. So it depends. Why it is like that? Because Sweden is a bit more of a feministic culture, according to the Hofstede's cultural dimension model, right? Like that. So HR needs to be both creative as well as culturally aware. However, incentive plans also come with certain risks, like they can lead to competition instead of collaboration. Short term goals might be prioritized over the long term vision. It can even lead to burnout. Plus, managing all these plans across borders will become can become very complex. So, if companies must we will have to use it. So when we use it, we will have to design these systems carefully, and we'll also have to clearly communicate about this with transparency. Now, let us talk about everybody's favorite topic, or maybe not so favorite topic: tax issues. Tax, right? Whether it is your favorite topic or not so favorite will, I think, will depend upon how much you are paying, right? When employees work abroad, they may end up paying taxes in both the home country as well as the host country. Such a thing is called double taxation. Okay, you are paying tax two times for the same amount of money. Sounds annoying, no? Yeah, it is annoying only. Thankfully, many countries have tax treaties that prevent such double taxations. But even with that, managing tax obligations across countries can be tricky. It can also be confusing and time consuming. Some of the common taxation issues include income tax, social security contributions, withholding tax, repatriation planning, right? Repatriation planning, all these things. So companies have to provide guidance and support the expatriates so that they don't spend their weekends filing tax forms instead of enjoying their assignments. Okay, so also planning compensations in a tax efficient way will help both the company as well as the employee, right? So can you think of some of the ways in which companies offer this planning of compensations in tax efficient ways? One of the ways is allowing us to choose our bouquet of benefits. How do you want to split your not your basic salary? So basic salary will be paid apart from that. How do you want your incentives or the other rewards the to be or the what you can say, the performance based stuff be organized? How much do you want to put in your HRA? How much do you want it as food coupons? Do you want to put some extra contributions on to your NPF, like that? All these things come with its own tax benefit, so you can prepare it. So this is one of the ways in which companies allow people to plan their compensations in a tax efficient way. Okay, so to wrap up, we can say that international compensation management is all about balancing fairness, legality, culture, and budget. So it is a mix of the HR strategy, law, finance, and a bit of psychology also. So whether it is all about designing a global pay structure, or offering attractive benefits and managing taxes, or even understanding cultural expectations, the key is this is a very key area for global HR success. So, if you ever dream of becoming an international HR manager, or maybe working abroad yourself, then this unit is very important for you to understand. All right. So, that was the rapid roundup of Unit 8. In case you want me to go in depth on any topic from this particular unit, that is Unit 8, you can comment down below. If you have any topics for other units, then please try to comment below on the corresponding unit. All the 13 units have rapid roundup video. Okay, so let us meet again in the next unit. Until then, take care. Happy learning.